So the NFL is going to be a fixture on Christmas Day. A year ago, they said, we're not going to play on Tuesday and Wednesday if that's when December 25 lands. Then they changed their mind. 2 games on Wednesday. I think when it lands on Tuesday in the future, it'll be 2. Every other day of the week, we're going to have 3. And the Chiefs reportedly would like to be a permanent fixture on Christmas like the Lions and the Cowboys on Thanksgiving. So Mike North, the guy who's basically in charge of the schedule now for the National Football League, he was on It's Always Game Day in Buffalo. I think that's the name of the podcast. That was last week. It was a lengthy appearance and a lot of different issues addressed. Here he is on the Chiefs' reported request to be a staple on December 25.
From the fan standpoint, I know the Chiefs are raising their hands supposedly, but, that's a lot to ask your fans. Come out every year on Christmas. Certainly while you're good and you're winning AFC West titles and fighting for Super Bowls, it's easy give. If 5 years from now, after Patrick Mahomes retires and, they're not the, perennial division champion and in every AFC championship game, I'm not sure we'd want to be, married to a site. For a team like the Chiefs to volunteer for Christmas while they're busy winning every other Super Bowl or whatever it is, and, their tight end is dating the biggest pop star on the planet, like, sure, the league office would love for the Chiefs to host on Christmas every year. Thanks for volunteering, boys. But, I'm not sure that's going to become a tradition quite the way Thanksgiving is. I mean, think about what it took for that tradition, right? The Lions since the 30s, the Cowboys since the 60s.
Yeah, look, the Lions and the Cowboys volunteered to play on Thanksgiving when no one else wanted to. And they, for whatever reason, have a permanent forever pass to continue, even though it's a much bigger deal than it was when it started. This is a big deal right out of the gates. There's no one who's saying, I'll do it when no one else wants to do it. Of course the Chiefs want to do it. And he buried the lead there, too. To the extent the league office is orchestrating everything with officiating, helping the Chiefs, 5 years from now when Patrick Mahomes is retired, damn, Mike North, sharing the script, peeling back, right? We're in a future volume. 5 years from now, Patrick Mahomes is going to be gone. Write it down, Chris.
I know. You did bury the lead there, right? I caught that as well. I do think he brings up a valid point about, asking the fans to come out on Christmas Day every year. I understand that. That is hard. I get it. But there's a part of me that I would love it. I like that tradition. First off, he makes the point of, well, what if they're not good at a few years ago? Detroit hasn't been good in 50 years until 2 years ago. We've been watching on Thanksgiving every year. I love it. They have pride in defending their building and their turf on that day. They usually show up, even when they're crappy. So, I don't know. I'm kind of in favor. I like that type of traditions. Damn, they wear red. That's perfect for Kansas City. Andy Reid's their coach. He's a jolly old guy, just like St. Nick. I think a lot of things make sense there. And I am one that's a little bit of a sucker for traditions that way. And it'd be cool to have Kansas City hosted every year.
I don't think the NFL is going to make that
Let them do it.
They want to have maximum flexibility. I think we're going to see flex option before it's all said and done on Christmas. And I won't be surprised if at some point they try to do flex option on Thanksgiving. But they continue to respect the Detroit and Dallas forever squatters' rights. And again, I get it. They agreed to do it when no one else wanted to do it. That is clearly not the case now. Thanksgiving is one thing. Christmas is the new horizon. It's a huge deal. They have the games on Netflix. It's an impressive display. It's worldwide. Here's how impressive it is. And North said it as well. 200 countries were served by Netflix on Christmas Day. You know how impressive that is, that Netflix was able to serve 200 countries, Chris?
There's not even 200 countries.
There aren't 200 countries.
I was going to say.
That is the new NFL talking point about Christmas and Netflix. 200 countries. That is an impressive trick.
What is
because
there?
they must
190?
be 195.
Okay.
There's 195.
All right.
So I guess they rounded up, but still 200. You're not allowed to round up on The Price is Right, and you're not allowed to round up when you're counting the number of countries on the planet. It's 195. Not 200. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.